Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning from London. Let me check. I'm coming through. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hello, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is okay. Um, everyone doing well. I'm gonna start off by talking about gold. I'm gonna start off by talking about gold. Let me just check something. Just pop up. Okay. You can see pound actually dropping. Let me just quickly look at pound. Okay, actually pound is dropping down. And I had a position here. Yeah, that's still on the play. I'll exit here. So I had a position. I exited on MT4 last night after the US attack, Iran attack. I exited here and I was waiting for pullback to re-enter again, but I was waiting for the news. Here we go. Looks like it's a nice trade now again. If you didn't get in here, you can get in here now. We can continue all the way down. Um, okay, let me start off with gold. So yesterday I talked about gold and I said that is gonna break up 160, $1,600, which it did hit on the spot, extra 10 pips, um, 10 cents extra on the top of my price. What happened is yesterday I did actually exit my position here. I was long as soon as I come out from here and I exit my position because I was worried about rotation coming back again to retest and go back up. I exit here, but as soon as I start to break higher, I re-enter again and I exit 11595 ish around this price. I was aiming for 200 pips, which has been hit, which is cool. Um, where did I enter? Somewhere here, around here, yeah. Yeah, about 200 pips. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 200 pips plus a spread. So what happened last night? What happened last night? Iran fires some missiles on Iraq US base, and that's why we had this risk off on equity. Equity was crashing last night. I was actually watching it all, and I did take advantage of it by keep holding my position until I exit about 1 a.m. London time. I did exit around here, and I expected to go higher if US did anything, but nothing happened yet. Still waiting for a response from US. I hope there's nothing is gonna accelerate of warfare, so it's not really good. It's not good for anybody. Oil as well hit about 65 cents. I think $65 per barrel. I'm not sure, but I think it's around. It was 63 at the news. Probably hit 65. I didn't check that yet this morning, but I will check it later. Let me just look to the gold itself. I'm looking for hours. Look on the daily. Analyzing that on only on the daily when you look at it now. If we just look here on the daily, you will see that we were sideways until we start to hold in positions down here. And after that, we broke out of this range. Just clear that. This is the range here. Spent a nice few days here, about a couple of months. Then after that, we broke out of that range, confirmed by this breakout of the spike with green candle. If you see that green candle here, you see this green candle here. This green candle itself is giving you a signal that can continue. And we also broke this trend line and we keep going so far. So we had only one red day here, only one red day. Then the rest is all green. I expected that to come back again here if everything go deaccelerate of war or US. Probably gonna do this, continue back down, and do a proper pullback to this area. We didn't touch it yet. We still, if market goes wave way, like price action way, we should come back here and retest this breakout. If we still have a war going on and risk off, maybe we're gonna see gold just take off without no warning. So far, this pullback down, it's lack of liquidity, and that's why. But I think that's gonna continue up. Probably the day gonna close above this high. So it's actually low now, which is a good opportunity to long if you're aggressive trader. If you wanted to get in, if we look at lower time frame, okay, we have a high, we have a pullback to this support area, then back up high again, and we'll come back to this support area. You can enter 25% of your position here, then maybe you can leave 50 down here, and if it goes all the way down here, expect that maybe it will bounce from here. So if we go back down and you long one, you long two, you long third one, and your stop loss should be below here, and if you do that, you can average your positions if you think that's going to go back rotation back down here. So in my play, I'll be long in here and maybe just before that low here. I'll put two positions and my stop loss will be below here. This is the zone. So there is a start here and here from the back in time down there. So that's why I put my stop loss down here. So I expect that to come back down at this form, come back up, maybe roll down again. If so, if I see that evidence of going back down with no rotation back up, I'll be exiting my position and breaking even. If continue down, I will see how it's going to react at this support. Then I will buy again with a discount. But it's all look for me. It's going to go up. As you can see that we have kind of channel building up here. So maybe that will come back down, test the channel, come back up again, make a new high. Maybe we're talking about 1800 this week. If US start respond to what happened last night. Okay, I expect that to come in after the funeral in Iran, and that's why I was up on dollar, on gold and S&P, watching them overnight last night. Slept late, that's why I started my session at 10. So one more thing as well, guys. I'm gonna start always at 10 a.m. London time. There's no point to open at 8. The market was not moving before that, so I will be normally doing at 10 a.m. every day, hopefully. AM, sorry. Here we go. So yeah, gold is a good opportunity to buy on dips. So the dips is for me here now. It's active in London session, and maybe if it's going a little bit lower, maybe we'll touch here and go back up. So we have a couple of level here, that one and that one here. That's your buying zone. Then come back up. If continue back down, you can monitor this low. Yeah, whether or not it's gonna break it. Maybe it's just gonna break it by a dollar or two, then come back up. Okay, that's my play on gold. But I still believe that gold can go up to 1800, maybe 2000 by I don't know when, to be honest. I did say 1600 in the first quarter one, which is March, up to March, from Jan to March. But apparently we already accelerated to this price now. We are here now. We have this top. So I think we're not far from 1800 and 2000. We're not far. It's just a matter of Trump do something idiotly and start a war, then you will see gold smashing through this level with no looking back. So if you short, I don't think you can hold. We have 85% a chance of a war at the moment. 85%. Okay, it's a matter of time now, and who's gonna do what. So Trump started, then after that Iran respond. Now is Trump turn. What's Trump wanted to do about it now? Is gonna keep quiet or is gonna do something about it? If so, gold is gonna be up there. If nothing, gold is gonna consolidate here because it's still uncertainty in the market between Iran and US and Iran and China. I think Iran and China now is okay. We shift into Iran. US and China are okay now, but I think we shift into Iran and US is in the top of the list. So the top of priority at the moment because we almost at war. As I said, 85%, maybe more than that, because they start to fire on each other. So they start firing on each other assets. We'll see how they're gonna end up, but I don't think Trump want to go a war because Iran got a nuclear weapon and so on. It's gonna be disaster for everyone. So I don't know. Anyway, so watch gold. So what you got risk off. So when it come risk off, go gold and oil. Okay, oil because the war, not because risk off generally, but oil it will be high in price because demand and supply will be reduced because since Iran controlling some pathway to the supply line and Middle East and so on. So this area is going to be affected by supplying the oil to the demand area, which is US and Europe and so on and so forth. So oil is going to be high in value, gold, safe haven, and yen as well, safe haven, and Swiss. Okay, guys. So this is four assets that will be high in price. The rest of the pair assets is going to be low in price. S&P and Nasdaq and all the stock probably is going to be crashing as soon as we open today. In a few hours, I think that it will show in the market. So watch out for S&P and watch out for Nasdaq. And if you trade in stock, hopefully you didn't hold any position uh, overnight. So I normally don't hold any position overnight. It's very, very, very bad. They can kill your account and even more than that. Because if you close, make a big gap down, you could lose a fortune for it. So for no reason. As you can see, gold went to 1610. That's the high. But we pulled back because lack of liquidity, as I said. So we will see how we're going to do here. If we're going to continue this wave up or we want to do more pullback to this area. So your opportunity now to long and second half of your position long from down here. Both of them stop loss will be below. You target the same length of this length here. So we're talking about another 40 pips. No, 40 pips exactly. Let's just measure. This is 500 pips. About I was talking about 500 to 400 pips. Yeah, here you go. Another 500 pips up from this area, and you can leave your stop loss below here. So risk and reward will be 300 pips, 500 pips target. Yeah, I don't think at this point gold want to come back down here below this. I don't think at this point, but you can always hold and wait for US to open and see how it's going to react. Probably it's going to be a little bit of pullback down here and continue back up. What that indicating, for example, if we come back and do this, what we have here, high, 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 lower, high, lower, high, then we're looking for the next high, high, which is around here. So if you wanted to go ahead with this plan, this strategy, you're talking about 600 pips, high probability trade, and stop loss will be around 180, 200 pips. You can wait for it until US open. US is going to open around 2:30 p.m. London time, which is 9. Is it 9:30 or 8:30? 9:30 or 8:30 Eastern time. So I'm just looking to UK time, which is about 2:30 p.m. Okay, guys. Uh, just reading the chat. I will do GBU now. Just a second. Channel. You talk about the channel, yeah. of gold. Yeah, you talk about gold. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like a channel here. So wait for it to do another low high and continue back up. It's not gonna reach the channel unless it's really strong. So I'm talking about 500 pips from this end to this end. Your stop loss is gonna be 200 pips. Is here your stop loss, entry, and take profit. Okay, that's a good trade, good risk reward. Even if you come low to this area, it will count as another second touch of support, and it probably is gonna pop up again. If you're wrong, it's gonna pop up again, and it can break even. If you enter one position here, the second position here, you break even midway, or maybe wait for it to come back up to test this resistance area. You didn't lose anything. So you keep your stop loss a little bit further if you want it to be more safer, because as I said, wait for the stock to open, and the stock is going to show you more. It's going to be more liquidity coming to the market, and whether or not they wanted to buy the stock, I don't think so, because uncertainty and we don't know what's going to happen. So wait for that to come back up, or wait for second high low. If you draw the channel that way, if you break out the channel, come back, maybe retest and go back up. Okay, I'll go back to, I will go for bound now. Okay, I'm looking for our, let me go daily first. We'll look on the daily. I still have my position long on it. This pattern is still in play. Okay, we just a sub pattern inside it. So that's on the daily. You go one, two. Then we're looking for this one to come back up here. That's my plan to complete this pattern. Then I will be shorting it from here. As you can see that day, that's confirmed for me. That's why I entered and left my stop loss down here. I'm gonna take profit at my target here, which is about 88 or 86% Fibonacci from this move. So at the moment we're still playing on this area, and we have one green, one red. Probably is gonna be one green, and if I want to exit that, if I think that green is too weak, I can exit my position, or I can close it now and I wait, stay on the side until see what's going on. But this pattern is still working for me, and I will keep that trade on. I'm expecting that to continue back up to this resistance area. We see a nice impulsive push here. Really good price action. All green. We'll go a couple days red. One green, one red, one green here. Hopefully that green will come back up here. Test this trend line as well. Possibly break higher. As soon as we break this high here, probably I will take some position out and I will leave some, and probably it's going to be a small pullback to continue back up. It's not going to go in a straight line like that. It probably is going to break that high, take some break here, take some more orders and continue back up. And yeah, so that's the play. Go back to the low time frame. Okay, as a price action, you see in low time frame, we kind of like in the same area. We popped up, come back. That's a day, one day here, come back, and we still holding. We didn't really break below here. As you can see, my stop loss is here, so we're okay. We're kind of in decision at the moment, ups and downs. So let's see how this is gonna end. Looks like we have a few push from here, a lot of buying. Let's see how they're gonna go here. I'm lucky to see it above this day and try to pull back and continue back up. We'll see. Um, on hourly, as you can see as well here, he broke just the low and popped up. So let's see how they're gonna go. It's gonna continue. Do that. Continue smaller time frame, 1 hour. Okay. Next, just doing daily. Look. As I expected here, this pair is gonna go lower because the 48%. Well, I'm waiting for this low here to be qualified as a long trade. As soon as you come back here and start show me show me some rotation to back up, then I will be longing and I leave my stop loss below that area here, that low. If you make a low here, if you come back up, I'll make a, like about 50 pips stop loss below the last low, and I'll take my chances with it. That's normal. Um, where I'm looking at, let's say at least 50. If that 50 come to a special area, maybe 53, just to give it some room to run. So if I'm looking for this area to come be hit and come back up, I'll take a position on a break up 4 hours, break high on 4 hours, then I will ride it all the way up, hopefully, to fulfill my position here, that next target. So far, we will be doing with one, with two, with three. Say with one, two, sorry, with one, two, and we're looking for with three up there. Otherwise, you don't have to risk your money on this pair because it's a really slow mover, and euro is a little bit on the back foot, so I don't really recommend you trade it like your main pair to trade every day. Also here, if you look here on that trend line, the purple one, we still need to kind of touch it, pull back a little bit. If maybe we can, after we come back down here, probably gonna do this, touch it, do that, then we'll break higher. We'll see. We'll see how the price action play. But so far we come back to the same level. We pull back, we test it and come back down. Maybe that day we're gonna just touch back down and continue back up, consolidate here and break higher. There's so many scenario to this pair itself. The main one is the trend line you watch and where's the last consolidation area. There's a lot of orders here. We went inside it, we didn't stay long, come back, retest that range, pushed back down. Maybe we're gonna push the next day down, or the same day we're gonna push to this 50% Fibonacci. Then maybe we'll come back up here, play that role again, and continue back up. So there's so many scenario to qualify the trade. However, this pair itself is not moving much, so I will leave it from the side for now. But if you want to trade it, you already have it here now. So pound yen, here you go. Pound yen, I exit my position on MT4 here around this low because I know that equity crashed, but I saw the equity S&P start to show some pullback. Then what happened is yen is gonna be low, and every pair I can see yen it will pull back. So I exit my position here, but I didn't exit on team viewer here. I left it to see how it's gonna play, but I exit already, and will probably I will enter again to continue that move down if gold continue up and equity going down. So that's the thing. You need to watch this both. So what we need to watch to qualify this trade, for example, this trade only, for example, okay? What we need to do is to keep an eye on Trump action, stock, and gold. If gold going up, then yen is gonna go up as well. So what happens to this pair? So all indicating that something's gonna happen. It's just a pullback now. Maybe that is gonna close red today, come to back to this range. So we're gonna have to watch out for this. And low time frame price action. We will go here. This is trend line. Come back retested. We didn't do really new low. We just still, as you can see, we're gonna break out of this area. So we'll look for this breakout. Probably gonna come back down here, do this again, and break lower or break higher. We'll see. So far, if the US stock open and they started buying stock again, come back to the same level, probably this bear will come back up here. And if the stock is sell off, this bear is gonna come back down here again. Okay, that's a simple way to qualify this trade. You watch S&P, you watch gold, so you can put gold side by side, two monitors if you have, or two charts. One is gold, one is pound yen, for example, or euro yen as well. All yen pairs, you can trade it as well because if risk off, yen and gold that will be up in value. So as you can see, gold it was smashing it last night. Yen is still weak, even after what happened last night, yen normally move like 200 pips easy. And some days they do 300 pips overnight. It's crazy. So yen is weak as well. So let me have a look to the indexes. Here you go. As you can see, yen is really Didn't do much, just break the previous high and come back down. For me, that's a price action is really good because if we hold here and we close it a bit green, the next day, if that day close green, we're looking for another green day, you know. We just change the color. Okay, and if we come back up here and start to close here, the next day it will be green because we got 1, 2, 3 days green, 1, 2 green, one red, one green. High probability is green because the stock didn't open yet, so it's like kind of like indecision as you can see. So as soon as the stock open today, we will see some movement, really big money coming in the market. Probably close for loss or close for take profit, depends what the trade was. Pound is still on this range, still in this area here. So as long as it's still here inside, this kind of is not moving the market. We will look for the one that is actually moving out, making new highs or making new lows. So the only one is doing at the moment is yen, and look like we're gonna pull back here. New Zealand as well is moving. Oh, sorry, Aussie is moving, as you can see, it's down. So a lot to do with the stock and the fire going on in Australia at the moment, but more to do with the stock and trade the war between Iran and US. Um, as you can see here, CAD stopping up is rotating. You got highs, it didn't really progress too much, so that can do that and continue back up. So look for rotation to come back up and break the highs for another push up. Let me have a look on it because it's affecting oil as well. So where we are here, let's have a look. Hmm. Okay, we have one high here. We didn't reach it yet, so maybe that will do just that. Come back down, try to come back this low here, retest and continue back up. That could be the scenario. That push could happen today or tomorrow, regarding the stock and oil, and maybe we'll pull back since oil was about maybe oil is going to be 70. Oil could be $70. Resistance area here. So watch out for this one to rotate from here or break a little bit higher and come back retest and continue. I don't think that's the scenario because still uncertainty. But if we have a war happening and so on, probably CAD is going to be up there. Try to test his highs since oil is going to be expensive. So we'll put this back down. Swiss, as you can see, safe haven went up and come back down. So what is the mover? What's the mover? We go Swiss here. You go all the safe haven. They moved and they pulled back. So we'll see how the stock is going to play with. You know, US is just really didn't do much this morning. It just went back down and come back up again. Didn't do much here. We're looking for if the stock is going up, we're going to find New Zealand is going up. If the stock want to go up again, and Uzi. So let's see. Okay, I think that's it for this. And if you guys have any question, please put it in the chat, and I will answer you live. As you can see, Aussie is up. Aussie is weak, so bound to take advantage of it. And change the color back to white. Here we go. So we have this low here. Probably we're gonna retest it with a bound weakness. Then we come back up again. We see this boxy here. It's quite interesting price action. We broke through it. Probably we're gonna come back inside and play inside this area again. So what we're looking at? We're looking at this level to come back and play inside, consolidate, see maybe high or low. It depends the outcome of Trump and all the stuff. Um, moving on. Yeah, I didn't analyze that yesterday, but it was very interesting play. Forgot to mention that. I had drawn this resistance line quite before the I streamed last yesterday morning, but I didn't really review it. It was a very good area to short from here, but still the risk off. I think that pair is going to go back a little bit higher. At least we're going to retest this high. So what we're talking about, if the risk off is really taking place today, we're going to show more in the market today. So we're talking about 250 bips roughly, and below today, you leave your stop loss about 70 to 85 pips. That's mean if goes down, that's mean the stock is strong, which is really like 20% chance. If it goes up, that's mean the stock is weak, which is about 80%. I'm sure the stock is gonna sell off as soon as we open the US market. So that pair is gonna be like up here because that's weakness of New Zealand, and pound is gonna be taking advantage of it. Pound is not strong, but because the weakness of New Zealand, that's why the pair is gonna push up with 250 by 80 stop loss. That's a good trade. I will take it myself for now. Create order, buy. 50,000. Profit 250. 85 pips. And this on a 50,000 unit. Buy. There you go. Order confirm. Boot to my MT4. And there we go. Okay, that's complete. So let's see how's it gonna play. My stop loss just below the day. If I'm wrong, I'm just losing this amount. If I'm right, I will be having 250 pips. Moving on. Euro New Zealand. So that really overdone here for me. I can tell you that is overdone. Um, really keep moving down, so that's pull back. Probably going to do that. He's doing like a pattern, for example, here with a hidden what they call it, butterfly. There you go. What they're indicating: high, 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 lower, low, lower, high. That's going to be lower, high. Come back here, create high, low. Then probably we're going to break higher than this one. Then we'll start doing a channel here. So if I draw a channel, this is coming here. Some kind of. I don't really trade Euro, New Zealand that much. I just started. I just analyze it sometime. But I would prefer pound. New Zealand is moving. It does really move faster than Euro, New Zealand. So yeah, this is a good trade as well. You can long here, but not for very long. Just halfway to this between this area. You can exit your position if you want to long. You leave your stop loss below the day. But as you can see, it's weak already because euro is weak. That's why. But pound got some more money coming in than euro. So I recommend you go for pound New Zealand than euro New Zealand. Okay, and natural gas usually okay. I'll try to do that for you. Just a sec. CAD. Go to the daily. We ranging on the daily for since 2018. Come back here, coming back up. We are on turn to go down, and that's because of weakness of pound and string of oil. We can see that pair actually continue a little bit lower. We're talking about another 300 pips or so. So this is support. Your stop loss could be above the last high, 155 pips. You take profits 300 pips. That could be a good play as well. Just to remove this away. Here you go. So what we see here, we see that the last spike up will come back here. We broke this area. Coming back, we'll do another pullback. We broke that low. We pulled back again, small rotation, and probably is gonna go for the 300 bips. Is we're gonna be very risky rewardy here. I'm gonna take it as well because I expect oil to be high, and I think that's a good play for me. Let me just recalculate it again. Say 160 bips. Take profit will be around 300 bips. Yeah, 2 to 1, I believe. 2 to 1. Yeah. Go. I'm gonna give it 25,000 unit. Take profit 300. Stop loss, say 160. To make it even. I'm sure it will go more than that. There you go. Just a second, guys. Let me put that on my MT4 as well. Okay. Okay. So that's a good trade as well. I don't trade it Swiss, so high probability you're gonna go higher from here since since we have risk off, probably this pair is gonna go down, come back up again. It's gonna play in this range. I don't really trade it, so I can only tell you that the high probability is gonna go down because risk off. As you can see, a lot of consolidation here, and it's equal to here. Maybe it's gonna do that. Not sure. So euro, weakness of euro, as you can see. I suspect it is going to go down a little bit. Break this trend line. I deleted. Did I delete it? Yes. There was a trend line here. Probably is going to come back here and test that zone, this support area, and that trend line and come back up. So that's going to be the play. Probably is going to do that. Come back, play a little bit and break higher. As you know, sometimes it does that, as you can see here. Go up, come back up. It's unreliable for me. I don't really trade it. I don't like the price action of it, and it doesn't move much. So I will leave it for now. Natural gas. Let's see. What the symbols for it? Natural gas. Just do you know the feature or stock? Mm, what the symbols for it? The name. What the name to find it? The stock. Probably stock. Natural gas. I don't trade it. I never looked at it to be honest. It's US or UK? Okay. Hmm. Is that Uganda? Okay. Is it UK one? Okay, I'm gonna tell you something because it's a season. So if it's natural gas, from my understanding, natural gas it will be like we are at the almost finishing winter now, so need supply is gonna be more and demand is gonna be less. Okay, so I'm looking at the daily at the moment, and we can see that the range in here is like a range. So for me, that's the last few days it was green. Yeah, last few days is green. August 2019, back up, down. It's really something to do with something. There's a peak here, peak point, and is a gas. So supply and demand. So probably it's gonna come back up here again. It's expanded here a little bit, but we didn't make a new low yet. So it's about supply and demand. So that probably will come back up here, try to challenge this high. As you can see, it is rotation from here. That's count. So probably it's gonna retest this one, come back again, and if you want to go back up, you will. But from my point of as a customer, and I heard about the use of the gas itself, gas. So basically, the gas is if we need the gas, we need it in winter, and now we are almost winter, almost finished. So need of gas is not uh, we don't need that much now anymore because we don't use the heating anymore because we're going down to the summer. Even today is not. I don't really use the heating, so you know, so that probably is gonna go. I don't know. Probably is gonna go a little bit lower here, and if you wanna hold to continue back up because the pattern says like you can see here. Look, we make this high, come back here. We did one high, come back down, high low. Okay, we made a high low here, and we break this high. That's confirmed. That could be a trend. Then you go. So wait for it if you're not in it yet. So you better wait for it. Let me clean this out. We see that we're below that low here. We tested how many days? 1 day, 2 days, and today is the third. So we still couldn't break it for 3 days now. Okay. The demand on it is not much. The supply is more than demand, so that's why the price is going down. It's 2.60. And yeah, so wait for it to break this and try to make some solid ground here. Wait for a rotation, then you take it. Other than that, you just wait because it's not going anywhere. You try 3 days, you cannot break that high. So you better off wait. Okay. Um, if you're looking for like 20 pence or 30 pence in profit, probably you will be if you try to long it, maybe double it. Yeah, around here. If you want to take it now, but you can only see 3 days. I only see 1, 2, 3 days green, but still we are at the same level. There is no really buyer. There is no buyer here. What I expect from here could the next day could book down here, do some consolidation. If you want to hold this area, then back up again. But as I said, we are at the end of the season of need of gas demand. So we January go February and March go 2 more months. Jan, Feb, March, 2 more months before we completely out of need of gas. So if that the case, can go down a little bit lower for next few months, come back up again. I don't know. That's my opinion. I have a position on pound USD. I already have position on pound USD, and it's long. It's under the water at the moment, but I think it's gonna continue. If we have risk off, probably not pound to be strong, but USD is gonna be weaker. Then I expect that pair to pop up here. NFP as well coming up this Friday. So that will be a trigger as well. So probably from today is 8. So probably from I would like to see that before Wednesday. So Thursday before Thursday, I like to see the price above here, above this high. If it's not, maybe I will just change my mind, script this trade, and I will get out of it. But I've got already other two trades running. Um, I have this one here short as risk off. That's nothing to do with Bound. Bound is at the moment is not going to do anything. By the end of the month, we will see. So we will not we don't know what Boris Johnson, but to be honest, with Boris Johnson is not really he's not a great guy from my opinion. He's not a great prime minister. He didn't show up since the election. He didn't. I don't know where he's about. I don't know what he's doing. There's no any update on Brexit. So and that's why not much people really interested to buy Bound now. All the eyes on. Uh, the war and Trump at the moment. That's the top of the at the top of the year, basically. You can say just at the top of the year, potential war, and that's the problem. That's the problem risk off assets. It will be gold, oil, yen, Swiss, and yeah, the stock is going to be crashing. Equity, if we go to war, is going to be crazy. So I hope not much of you holding bad positions, and that because yeah, we started the year off with something bad like Trump and all this crap he's doing. So yeah, that's my view at the moment, guys. Do you have any other questions? Yeah, I didn't talk about the indicator right here. That's 1 minute. Just give me a second, guys. Let me get some water. Sorry. Okay, back. Sorry. Um, yeah, I was saying, yeah, about these indicators here. This is index, basically calculating the index between the pairs and the currency each, and each one colorated. It was a color. You can see the colors. As you can see, bound actually pushing up. It was down before, then pulling back up in 1 minute, and 5 minute incremental by 1 minute. And here that's the 15 minutes. So we were here about an hour ago. We went down. We tested the zero line. For me, that's how I calculate it. For everyone else, it probably is going to be different. I'm coming back up again, hopefully, because I'm looking for this kind of pattern to lose momentum and go down lower. But we'll see how they're going to play. Is all eyes now waiting for the stock to open, US stock to open, and see how the stock is going to react to overnight news. Mainly, I'm keeping my eyes on gold because I think gold is the best player at this time. The best safe haven generally in life, it's gold to save your assets and money. Buying gold is good security. So yeah, let's just quickly look here. We have one, two. I expect this to do one, two, and come back up again as it did here. We'll see. Normally they do the same pattern over and over and over. So I expect that one to do like as you can see V here. Probably gonna do this. Come back up. Watch out for long. My bias is long on gold. It depends on your time frame you're trading. If you're only looking for a quick scalp, you look to the low time frame. As you can see here, that is trend line here is in the make and it start deaccelerating down. It's not moving really more lower, so it's kind of holding now. Probably gonna do that. Come back here again, do that again. So if you scalper, you just wait for breakout of this range, for example, even slower, lower, low, or go up. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. But for me, that's just like a giving you discount now until something else happens. So what's next things can happen is wait for the stock to open. So this stock is going to open. How the stock is going to react? If it starts to break in these highs, you go long for it. Start to break this, start to break this. Then we'll come back, retest the high. And if everyone okay with it, they gotta break higher. If everyone waiting here to close their position of long and short it, then you will see sharp move down. Okay, but I think that's the bias now. There are two scenarios. One is going to break higher if Trump did anything and start accelerate on this war, or is going to consolidate until further notice. So what does that mean? Just waiting for Trump to respond, then go up. If nothing happened, we're going to consolidate now because at the same level, it's not going to go below, like example, we are now at 58, 81, probably about 55 area. It's going to hold this. It's going to consolidate here until we'll see. If everything work out okay, We don't need to buy gold anymore. I guess as I mentioned before, they move into safe haven, gold, and stock. So stock is here, gold is here, or yen, or Swiss, wherever the asset is you like to safe haven your assets, but the major one is gold, yen, or Swiss. Okay. So what happened is now they move to the asset, all the money back to safe haven. If everything starts deaccelerating and so on, they move it back to stock. In the middle here is going to be the profit percentage, which is what they made. If they made a profit here, they exit position with the profit, they take it here, they put it back on the stock. Maybe more, maybe less, it depends how they play it out. The big boys, the banks and big hedge funds and speculators, that's how they do it. So here you go. And yeah, let me read the chat. Okay, when pound, okay, you said that when pound yen moved down, pound USD moved down too. Unnecessary, really, because okay, pound USD, sorry, pound yen. Let's just focus on pound yen. But pound yen maybe move more with pound US. Okay, pound yen will move well with pound US yen. Okay, that's how they move together. They move more together in that pattern. If I go to the daily here, let me make it clearer because look, it's unnecessary they move together. Sometime yeah, dollar is strong, so you got pound dollar is going down, but pound yen is going up. They don't move together. They're only moving together if pound itself is strong only. So if pound is strong, if you got pound is strong, then all the pound pairs is gonna go up. Okay, very simple. If is yen is strong, all yen pairs is gonna move up, down. Sorry, because it's on the right hand side. Okay. So when you say that they're moving together, they move together only when pound is strong, like Brexit and election and all stuff. They will move together because that's the reason. But if his dollar is strong, so if US is strong, what happens is yen is getting weaker, and what's against the yen is a pound yen, and that's gonna go down. That's gonna go up, but pound and USD is gonna go down. Why? Because USD is strong. There's nothing to do with what you mentioned here. Yeah, when they say pound yen and pound USD go down together, they go down together because pound is weak. So you need to know which pair is which currency is weak and which one is strong. At the moment here, you can see in a 15 minute, it's the New Zealand is the stronger, and don't worry about gold. That's the gold. Just leave gold for now. And the weakest one is the euro. Okay, so euro is the weakest, and New Zealand is the strongest. In between, it's yen. That's the guys in the middle. So you need to compare this together with a slow time frame, or you can go to your index. As you can see here, US is strong, pound is weak, and yen is weak. See that here? US is strong, yen is weak, and euro is weak, and pound is weak a little bit than euro, but sorry, pound is stronger than euro. Euro is low, as you can see. So yeah, it's just that. Any other question? You are welcome. No worries. Okay, I'm just watching the news now and see what's going on. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, we just my recommendation for you guys, if you flatten the market, you better wait off for the stock to open and see where we're gonna do from here. Um, yeah, I did already analyze gold. I can't go back again and do that. You go back and roll back in time, play back, and you should see it. As I say, you just have to go back because I did say so much, so I don't want to repeat myself. I already analyzed it. Just go back in time. That was the first pair I did analyze. This was gold USD. So go back in time, please, and have a look. Other than that, I think it's okay now, guys. I'm gonna maybe call it a session, but I'll leave it for now. I think it's gold going lower. That's me. Hold on a second. Here we go. We're breaking that area here now. Yeah, just go back in time. I did explain where to get enter, where to enter. I got this area is very interesting to me. Make it green. Let's see how it's gonna play here. Probably is gonna come back here. So what's gonna happen? Probably come back here, test and go back up. If the stock wanted to go up, then gold is gonna go down. Okay, that's the play. You can take one position here. I did mention earlier you can take position at this area, but you can take one here. You can take one here as well. You break the position to half, maybe 25%, 50%, level up. So between each one, you could say about maybe 25 pips spacing. And full position stop loss could be below this area here or here. Probably gonna go a little bit lower on this gap. I don't know. We'll see how it's gonna play. Just wait for the stock to open. When the stock open, we're gonna see more of opportunity. What the play from here. But at this moment, just stand by if you don't wanna get aggressive because you can see here we are right at this area now. Okay, so that's like decision time for the big boys, what they're gonna do about it, if whether or not they take it back up or they gonna break it, retest and go back down a little bit, retest. I'm probably gonna level here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just mute the mic for 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any question, please leave it here and I'll come back to you. Other than that, there's not much to say. Waiting for the stock to open and we will take it from there. I will hold the stream for another 5 to 10 minutes to see if there's anyone have a question in mind. Cheers, guys. Okay, guys, do you have any question? You are welcome. You are welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. It's 11 a.m. in London and 6 a.m. Eastern time. So we've got another 3 hours to open US. Probably that 3 hours, guys, is gonna be like sideways. So if you know in trade, just stand by, wait for it. That's my positions open now at the moment. 8 orders, 4 positions. Not all of them in money, but yeah, that's fine. So wait for it and we'll see. So yeah, that probably is gonna do that. Come back until we open US and we'll see where we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go down to retest this area, this highs here, this area is here, here. Okay. So yeah, at this point I'm gonna leave the stream here now, guys, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time, 10 a.m. So there is a Instagram, Telegram in description if you like to join my channel. I leave some ideas and the stream links and so on, or any video or any update I will do during the day. Sometime I will do video at the end of the day as well and upload it. I'll send it to the group. If you like to join, you're welcome. You can click on the link and join Telegram. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. You have a lovely day trading, and please do not risk what you can't afford. So keep your risk minimum because we are at the brink of war. So be careful. Don't hold on losing trade. If you think this trade is not going to go your way, then you better exit with a small loss than you lose your whole account on it. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. What do you mean the point? If you're intraday, if you go to look, if I'm trading on a daily, I'll just analyze that quickly. If I'm trading on a daily, I need to look to the daily candles, how they're behaving. If I'm looking to only day intraday, you only trade up for a few hours. You look how the hourly behaving, and you put your entry from 15 minute. And you look here, 15 minutes look like it's holding. Maybe it's gonna pop out again. So what are you looking for? If you scalper, okay, I'm gonna hit only 41 pips and I leave my stop loss 27 pips, for example, 40 pips, and you leave your stop loss down the last low. If you're wrong, you lose 26 pips. If you're correct, you're gonna make 40 pips. Okay, that's how you play. But as I said, it's not gonna do much. Probably is gonna do this. Come back up here, go down, consolidate until we see further acceleration down, or maybe we'll continue back up if the stock wanted to sell off today. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for attending and all the best today. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Okay, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.